Hey everyone, in today's video we are diving into one of the biggest names in remote computing, MobaXTerm. This video is all about helping you understand and use MobaXTerm the right way. We will cover how to download and install it, how to create different types of sessions, how to use local servers, how to explore tools like the network scanner and port scanner, how to use terminal splits and multi-exec, and how to manage SSH tunneling and packages. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to use MobaXTerm efficiently for remote computing and system administration. If you're ready to level up your terminal game, let's get started. Now, the first thing that you need to do is visit the official website of MobaXTerm. You would notice that on the bottom corner it says an option to get the MobaXTerm. Now, if you click on it, you will be forwarded here. You have two more options. You can choose from the Home Edition, which is going to be free absolutely at no cost. You can download it now, and you would have to have all this. But if you want to scale up, you might want to go for the Professional Edition, which is around $69, and you would have to have all this. You can subscribe all night and get a code if you want it. Alright, but doing that, we need to click the download button, and then another page would come up, and it has two more options. You can download the Portable Edition or the MobaXTerm Home Edition Installer Edition. I highly suggest you choose the second option. If you do, there's going to be a pop-up window where you need to continue the installation process. Click on Next. Obviously accept the terms in the license agreement. Click Next. Wait for it. And of course, you might want to make sure that you're not using an ID virus or you are giving this application a pass if it's interfering with the installation process. All right. And then from here, all I have to do is click the Finish button. Now what will happen is now the virtual box of MobaXTerm will appear. Of course, we need to maximize that, and you have the option to see the servers on the left side if you have sessions. Alright, tools and macros. So you have two options here. You can start local terminal if you want, and choose your favorite theme. I'm going to choose the dark one, and if you want to create a new session, all I have to do is choose a session type. Is it going to be an SSH or a secure shell session, a TNet session, RSH, XDMCP, which is good for the Unix desktop session, RGP or terminal services session, VNC, FTP session, SFTP file, shell, browser, MOSH, AWS for Amazon Web Services, or WSL, which is good for Windows subsystem for Linux. Now, if you don't know which one is going to be the right option for you, you might want to skip this for now, and make sure you have the access privileges as an administrator. If you don't have, you might want to request that to your organization. For example, we're going to use the SSH. You need to get the remote host, specify username, the ports, and you would have to have all these advanced SSH settings, X11 forwarding, compression, and remote environment. And click the OK button. You also have an option at this point to execute macro at session start. Alright, so if you don't want to deal with this, cancel it for now or click the X button. Now, if you go to the next tab, which is going to be the servers, you can launch local servers from these. You have examples of TFTP server, FTP server, TNet, NFS, VNC, and a lot more. So you can use it to temporarily run servers on your local machine for testing or file sharing. For example, we're going to be choosing FTP. You see there's going to be a play button. Now there's going to be a pop-up window that FTP protocol is not secure. So if you still want to continue Start FTP service, just click on Yes. Now what will happen is, as you can see, it would remove the server settings for the root directory. You have the server output and FTP server started. Now all I have to do is click on OK, and you need to allow anonymous connections or use UTF-8 set. If you do, what will happen is it will be done. Alright, again, you can use that to temporarily run servers on your local machine for testing or file sharing. Of course, the tools are here to access handy system and network utilities. You have X11 tab with JWM, list of hardware devices, list of running processes, which gives you network scanner right here, port scanner, packet capture like Wireshark, or text editor, macro reader. You can use it to perform system admin tasks without needing extra installations. For example, we're going to choose the port scanner. Just put in the IP address, and you can scan all known ports or scan port ranges from this, and you can click the Start Scanning. It would give you information here, and it would auto if you provided the IP address. Again, for example, if you want to the D networks or network scanner, provide that and click the Start Scan. You see that? That's going to be the IP address and the name of your machine. You also have an option to deep scan if you wanted, and click on Close. Now the games are right here. So these are going to be lightweight console games bundled with MobaXTerm. For example, if you're using Tetris or Sudoku, you can take a break or test terminal display capabilities. For example, we're going to do this while doing something. So to make you preoccupied while waiting for diagnosing some network troubleshooting, you can work with the games. It's very handy. Really, I like it a lot. Can take a break or test terminal display capabilities while using the games. Now again, these sessions are on the sidebar. For quick access and management of saved sessions, you can use it to reconnect right here easily to frequently access systems. Of course, the view section is going to be where you can control layout and visibility. You can show or hide sidebar, toolbar, terminal tabs, change font size. The split is essentially an option for you to divide the terminal workspace. You can have a single terminal mode right here. You can have terminal modes, vertical split, horizontal split, and of course the 4 terminal modes, which I really like because it gives you a multitasking feel. You can work in multiple terminal windows simultaneously in the same tab, right? The multi executes the same command on multiple terminals at once. You can run bulk commands across multiple servers or environmental, which is ideal for system admins. Again, if you want to exit the multi-execution mode, click on it and then you will be forwarded to the settings. And then next is going to be the tunnel. You can manage SSH tunnels. You can set up a port forwarding or secure access to remote services through SSH. All I have to do is provide the new SSH here. You can use local port forwarding, remote port forwarding, or dynamic port forwarding. Gives you the SOCKS proxy. So what happens is your computer with the MobaXTerm SSH server and all this. Again, it requires a learning curve. So if you're not comfortable, do not be overwhelmed. Take your time and take your pace. Next is going to be the packages. We're going to cancel this and we're going to the packages. So the purpose of this is to add or remove any Unix or Linux command tools. So you can use it to extra plugins like GIT, GCC, Python, or MobaXTerm's package manager. Last on our list is going to be the settings. Now the settings are where you can configure the MobaXTerm. You have the appearance startup behavior right here, terminal, X11 displays toolbar, and a lot more, and miscellaneous. So the idea is that you can personalize your environment and manage the user preferences. Again, when using MobaXTerm, do not be overwhelmed. Take your time. So basically, it requires a learning curve. But the moment you realize you're getting the hang of it, it's a piece of cake. It's a walk in the park. It's really a handy tool that I really like. If you are planning to need an SSH into servers, transfer files via SFTP, or even run Linux commands on Windows, MobaXTerm has you covered. And that wraps up our dive into using MobaXTerm. So we've explored everything from setting up remote sessions using SSH to managing files all in one powerful terminal. If you are looking for an all-in-one terminal with built-in XS server support, tabbed SSH, and tons of customization, we believe that MobaXTerm is a solid choice. It's lightweight, user-friendly, and extremely efficient for managing multiple sessions. So that's basically the MobaXTerm software tutorial, and that's it for this video. If you find this helpful, consider subscribing and giving this a big thumbs up. Thanks!